the Gnostics, and the Templars, but in particular to the law of Thelema as expressed by Lovecraft's contemporary, the very dubious character Aleister Crowley. Very dubious character. The main distinction between them, that is, Lovecraft and Crowley, is a moral one. Whereas Lovecraft regarded these ancient gods as essentially evil in nature, Crowley saw their return as being in full accord with the progression of aeons, which means it is, and it is to be. Just because I don't like thermonuclear power does not mean that it is going to go away. Evidence shows the opposite. Just because I find these forces repugnant does not mean to say I will not come into contact with them. So my opinion, where do I stand upon this moral and ethical dilemma? The first thought that comes to my mind is my beautiful little daughter, who I love very much. Somewhere I tend to agree with H.P. Lovecraft. I mean, I find these entities, or should I say, these changes, repugnant. I am, in the end, a romanticist. I still dream of the Cotswold Hills as I remember them in my childhood. The wildlife, the exquisite beauty of the countryside on a hot English summer's day. But there is also something I cannot dismiss about Crowley's assumption that the return of these ancient forces are in accord with the progression of aeons, or the scheme of the universe, if you like. And yes, I believe somewhere we have a moral and ethical responsibility to polarize or stabilize these forces with balance and truth. In fact, I have to go back to the ancient hills of the Cotswolds, to my homeland, and to the religion which nourished me. 8 words do the witch's creed fulfill: harm none, and do what you will. I also believe that we can only respond to such changes on an individual basis. As I am primarily a musician, I've tried to achieve this balance with my musical form. The harsh masculine force of change is typified by dissonance and discordancy. This is neutralized by the feminine currents of harmony and melody. It is here, the contrast between the two, that I have found my polarity. Now, I hear that one or two of you have travelled a very long distance to this talk, and I wanted it to be a non-profit occasion. And I thank you all for hearing me out very much. Now, as far as our future plans are concerned, everything is tied up in our forthcoming album, Outside the Gate. We have consciously written the music to celebrate one occasion for ourselves, which is a performance of the music in a location 100 miles north of Ayers Rock in Australia, on the edge of a precipice. Now, naturally, such an event will be filmed. Obviously, there are a lot of arrangements and obstacles we have to cross before this objective can be realised. But there is a new Killing Joke, and we would like you to listen and read our recent work and judge us on the merits of that work only. Thank you very much for hearing me out. Wise and blessed be.